Hello, Canadian gardeners. So, every year, thousands of people here in Canada, they attempt gardening in the spring. We're all excited to grow our own food, but many people doing this for the first time, they abandon their gardens within the first month or two. But here's the thing, it's not because gardening itself is really difficult, it's because they might not know a few of the really important things that can transform success in the garden. First up, you need to understand your local climate zone. You need to pick plants that do well in it. So Canada has different hardiness zones that range from 0 to 9. 0 is the coldest stuff. 9 is mild coastal regions like Victoria and Vancouver Island. Finding your zone, you can do that with an online search, and then you'll know what plants can survive in your region. Working with your region also means growing plants that are either native to the region or seeds that are grown locally and adapted to it. These plants, they've figured out how to deal with the local climate. And seeds from plants that are maybe not native to the region, but they've been adapted to that area. That knowledge is passed down into the seed. So like a Minsk early tomato that's grown here on Vancouver Island, I love them. They do better in gardens that are in the same zone or in the same region that that plant was grown in, the mother plant, the plant producing those seeds. So next up, there's another fundamental that you might be overlooking if you're new to gardening, your soil. Your soil is like the foundation of a house. If your soil is weak, everything on top of it is going to maybe fail or not do as well, no matter how hard you try. Many plants will tolerate a lot in the soil, but there's always exceptions. But plants generally like good drainage and some nutrition. So that's where you want to add some organic matter like compost to your soil. And last one is something that you might not hear all that much, but it makes all the difference, and that's paying attention. Check your garden every day, at least once a day. Work with the nature, not working against it. So you're observing, you're taking notes, you're noticing things, you're being curious about what's happening in your garden. It's so simple, but paying attention really leads to gardening success. You catch things, you can save your plants. Anyway, so there you have it. Understanding your zone and your region, paying attention to your soil, and checking your garden regularly. These 3 simple shifts, they can transform your gardening from something that's like really frustrating to something that's really fulfilling.